like to invite the young or the young at heart up to the center. If you'd like to join me up here, that would be great. I'd love it. Chip. Hey. That's all right, Justin. You're perfectly fine, just where you are. All right, so in RE, let's remind the adults that we say, we are the church of the open mind. We are the church of the helping hands. We are the church of the loving heart. We are the church that takes care of the earth and each other. Excellent. So, I was listening to a song the other day, and maybe you guys can help me out because I haven't warmed up my vocal cords. It's something about what the world needs now or something. I don't know. There's a tune out there. Needs now. That was fun. So I was hearing that song on the radio, and it made me think of what we are here doing today. And I thought the world does need love, And I wonder what you might think are some of the other things that the world needs right now. We know the world needs love. What else does the world need? Lola says peace. To take a chill pill, yes. Take a break, yes. Justin, the world needs to calm down. Take a breath. What does the world need? You can answer too out there, grown-ups. Take a break. Stella. Caring, compassion, healing. Healing. Empathy. Food. Yes. Stop using gas and oil. Protect her. Free health care. Clean water. Protect people's rights. Honest politicians. Whew. Yikes. Wow. Unicorns. Mike, you win. Mike wins. Unicorns. Laws? Dogs. Oh, yeah, they need dogs really bad. Pollinators. Cheryl on Zoom says kindness. Absolutely. These are wonderful things. And one of the ways that we can, say it. Freedom to choose. Plants. Thank you, Charlie. Ribbons. We need ribbons. As evidence this morning, the world needs ribbons. Free college. Yeah, Benny. Okay. Yeah. Yes, the world needs a lot of things. It needs a lot. Not new scary Barney. I am so old that I don't know what that means. But I'm going to believe you. I'm going to believe that that's something the world needs. All right? Kailani. No racism. Stop being racist. Yes. Yes. Stop transphobia. Protect trans kids, 100%. No bullying. Be kind to each other. Yeah. So, go ahead, Kailani. Listen to each other. Becky says music. The world needs music. This is great. I don't normally get this many answers. I love it. So one of the ways we can help the world do these things is by focusing our energy, right? So if you want to put kindness into the world, you want to put love into the world, you want to create healing places in the world, whatever you intend to do or help do in this world, you can create an intention to do that. Sometimes we do that through praying. Sometimes we do that through singing. What are some of the ways that we put good things into the world? Praying, singing. Action. Lighting candles. Poetry. Posting about it, talking about it, posting online, telling your friends. Affirmations. Some random acts of kindness. Being what we want to see in the world. Dancing. Yes. Well, one of the ways we're gonna, go ahead, Justin. Books, writing books, telling people. Voting. Yes. So one of the ways that we can do that is putting our intentions into one of those things. This morning we're gonna kind of teach the adults, the grown-ups in the room, how to do the project they're gonna do later. We're gonna do it now, okay? So each of you have a ribbon in your hand, right? You don't have a ribbon. Well, lucky you, I got some ribbons up here. There we go. Does anybody else need one? There you go, Benny. All right, I want you to take your ribbon. Okay. Take your ribbon, and I want you to hold it gently in your hands, blazing low. I mean, seriously, come on. Hold your ribbon in your hand. Both hands. Both hands. And I want you to close your eyes with me. And I want you to think about what you want to put into this world. What is the prayer or the hope or the wish that you want to give to this world? What you want to put out there? Put your intention into your ribbon. And then we're going to put all of our ribbons together. Because when we join hands with our friends, when we work together, when we stand as a community, we have a bigger voice. We have a louder voice. And we can do so much more good and put so much more love into this world. So when you're ready, let's stand up and form a line. We're going to go straight back to the back of the sanctuary. There's a frame. I want you to hang your prayer into the frame. And when you're done, just move out of the way for another person to come put their prayer into the frame. No writing. We're just going to intend on these ones. Go ahead. Get started. Show the grown-ups how it's done. Tie it in there. And whisper your prayer. When you tie your ribbon, whisper your prayer into the air. And as the children tie their prayers to our community prayer board, which you'll have a chance to do later, let's start singing about how wonderful they are. And we'll just sing it. Maybe, Katie, we could do it twice as they're tying on to kind of draw it out a little bit.
Go on your way in peace. So shine that this whole world now awaits you. Go on your way in peace. You've got the light of love inside you. Go on your way in peace. So shine that light. This whole world now awaits you. Go on your way in peace. You know we hold you. We hold you. Yes, we hold you. You've got the light of love inside you. Go on your way in peace. So shine that light. This whole world now awaits you. Go on your way in peace. You know we hold you. We hold you. Yes, we hold you.
Now we take time to hold one another in care and compassion, sharing our lives with one another. This morning, some of us have come here with sorrows, struggles, and losses we're carrying. We'll take time to share those now. If you're on Zoom and have a sorrow, loss, or struggle, please use the chat box to share it. We begin by holding in our hearts and grieving the victims of violence this week, particularly people who lost their lives in the shooting in Texas yesterday. Swanee invites us into concern for our children's future unless we make our own sacrifices and stop using gas and oil. Claudia shares the concern. Ginny and Brooke Horvath and their family. Ginny's niece, Michelle, died yesterday. We send our condolences, our prayers to them as they grieve her death. Shana asks us to honor the life of Lynn Keller, who died from breast cancer last week. Michelle is asking us to hold in our hearts a friend who has a large brain tumor, with surgery happening this week. If there's anyone on your heart and mind this morning in need of our love and care, you're welcome to speak their names out loud now. With a moment of silence, we hold these things in our hearts and our prayers. Life has also blessed us with moments of joy, wonder, and awe this past week, moments that have lifted our spirits. Once again, if you're on Zoom, please use the chat box to share joys with us. And along with the beautiful weather we've finally got, our auction team shares gratitude for the generosity of time, talent, and treasure for our live auction yesterday. Let's offer our thanks to them for all their hard work. And Jen wrote, speaking of treasure, we have raised $20,554 so far. Well done. Thank you. Yay, and Mike Cardew says, I'm so proud of my daughter Melissa, who graduated college at UAA in mechanical engineering. Oh, wonderful, congratulations. We all carry burdens, and we've all received blessings. We're going to do a ritual together now to remind ourselves of the blessings we've received, as well as to let go of the burdens we may be carrying. So on the railing, there is a bowl of stones and a glass bowl. Everyone is welcome to participate in this ritual. All you have to do is come up and place a stone in the bowl as a symbol of letting go of a burden or worry you're carrying. You can also take a stone with you to remind you of a blessing you've received recently. If you're on Zoom, you're welcome to put a message in the chat box to place a stone in the bowl for burden or worry you're carrying. As we do this ritual together, we'll be singing hymn number 1002, Comfort Me. Katie will lead us in that, so come as you will.
Along, we're just going to be alternating comfort me, pray with me. Comfort me, pray with me. Comfort me, comfort me, comfort me, oh my soul. Comfort me, comfort me, comfort me, oh my soul. Pray with me, pray with me, pray with me, oh my soul.
Let's continue our spirit of prayer with these words from the Reverend Sarah Lawal. Spirit of life and love, may we hear the cries of the world. May we be vessels of comfort and compassion. May we be vessels of hope and healing for those we've named this morning, those we hold in our hearts and minds, those in the world in need of our care and compassion. May we hear the voice within calling us to ask what's possible, to walk to the edge, to take a leap of faith into possibility and fullness of life, to invoke the creative spirit, and to dance with the infinite for a while. May we hear each other's voices of love and encouragement, and may we dare to offer that in return, helping each other become who we are meant to be. And may love itself prevail.
How Activity Can Transform and Change Us by Addie Johnson. The spark of creativity is life's first and greatest gift to us. We're conceived in that spark, and we have the chance to create every day, even in how we look at the world around us. We also get to bear witness to that spark in others through literature, scientific discoveries, music, and painting. If we pay attention, we can notice it in nature all around us. A perfect spider web, the formation of ice crystals on the window pane, even a close examination of our own animal natures. Creation brings us joy, awe, and often a much-needed new perspective. An act of creativity changes everything. Change can be a source of anxiety in our lives. We wonder how we will manage each new task or difficulty we face. But if we can embrace change as constant growth through the creation of new things, we can be comforted and inspired by the unexpected. The masters of artistic expression show us this better than anyone. They turn words into worlds, musical notes into stories, brush strokes into feelings, and they change our lives in that process. I can't think of a better definition of magic. We're surrounded by beauty of all kinds. It can perk us up, calm us down, and even heal our bodies and souls. It's time to shine up your sense of wonder and see the world in a new light. Make some new discoveries, and don't forget to pass them on through the magic of your own creativity.
This winter, I enjoyed watching the Netflix series, The Sandman. Has anyone seen it? Yeah. It's an American fantasy drama television series based on the 1989 to 1996 comic book written by Neil Gaiman and published by DC Comics. The Sandman, also known as Morpheus or Dream, is the cosmic being who controls all dreams. He's captured in the story and imprisoned for a century. Once he gets free, he has to journey across different worlds and times to fix the chaos that has happened while he was imprisoned. In episode 4, Dream travels to hell to retrieve a piece of his equipment, the Helmet of Dreams. In order to get it back, he has to engage in a battle of wit and shape-shifting with the devil, Lucifer Morningstar. At one point, Lucifer asks, "What power have dreams in hell?" The Sandman replies, "Tell me, Lucifer Morningstar, what power would hell have if those imprisoned here were not able to dream of heaven?" Although the series was often violent and disturbing at times, it was also profound too, inviting us to think about what it means to be human. What power do dreams have, whether in hell or here on earth? Imagine how different our world would be if humankind was not able to dream of things and make them happen. Think of the many inventions and innovations that would not have happened if someone hadn't dreamed of something not yet created. Think of the art, the music, poetry, theater, and architecture we couldn't enjoy if artists didn't dream of offering the world beauty and wonder. You may think that creativity belongs to artists, but we are all creative. In the reading, Addie Johnson said, "We have the chance to create every day, even in how we look at the world around us." The world itself can be one of our greatest sources of inspiration. It's spring. Nature is busy creating with a frenzy of energy that touches all of our senses. The smell of flowers and trees blooming, the sight of green everywhere, the sounds of the birds, the feel of the wet earth under our feet and in our hands if we're gardening, and the feeling of the sun on our skin, the taste of rhubarb and asparagus, dandelions, which are very nutritious, by the way, all of them teaching us about creativity and inviting us to experience our world and respond with our own creativity. That response may be in dreams for ourselves that reawaken after the quiet and rest of the winter, or in compassion as we witness suffering around us, or just seeing the world with new eyes and responding with wonder and awe, letting beauty perk us up or calm us down and heal our bodies and spirits. These reactions are creativity and our spiritual experiences for how they can change us. My colleague Janet Parsons writes, "There is no way to separate creativity and spirituality. Creativity, the creative spirit, is what encourages us to grow, to find out more about ourselves and the world, to be curious, to take risks, to love ourselves and our work. The creative spirit is calling to us, hoping we'll hear it, open to it, and respond." She goes on, "It nurtures and develops our souls. This is the very essence of spirituality." Creativity is an important part of our Unitarian Universalist faith, too. Where would we be without our spiritual ancestors who dared to dream of a free faith? And I have bad news for the devil. He's out of a job because over 200 years ago, Universalists eliminated hell by dreaming of a God who loves all of God's children and won't condemn anyone to an eternity of punishment. People today still hold on to the idea of hell. So that is incredibly creative to say, not going there. Nobody. Unitarians defied the idea that everyone must believe the same spiritual truths, proclaiming instead virtues of freedom, reason, and tolerance of different beliefs and ideas. It was the Unitarians and Universalists who led movements of abolition, who were champions for a better social condition, inspired educators and theologians, and still are. It is us as Unitarian Universalists who have been courageous leaders in advocating for GLBTQIA+ people, working for racial justice, equal rights, women's reproductive rights, even innovative sexuality educators. We are heirs to this tradition, a faith of creativity and possibility, and love itself is inviting us to dream ourselves into living as our most authentic creative selves, dreaming our congregation into realizing more fully our mission to inspire love, seek justice, and grow in community, both within and beyond these walls, and to dream our world into the vision we have of beloved community. That's a place where diversity is celebrated instead of feared, where inclusion means no one is left out of the circle of life, where war, racism, poverty, or anything that keeps people from living fully and joyfully is nothing but a bad memory. But it is not enough to dream. Peggy Taylor says, creativity is our ability to dream things up and make them happen. Our faith calls us to use the gifts we have, our hands, our hearts, to make our dreams real, to do the work together that will transform our community and our world. Father Richard Rohr is a favorite author and spiritual mentor of mine. He says, be active in the universe, contribute to it, participate in the building, in the artwork, in the healing, in the understanding. This is where reality is. You yourself are both members of the finite and the infinite. You are a participant in life's great cycle, invited to do the creating and the making real, the realizing and the rejoicing. So in that spirit this morning, let's participate in the great cycle of life and contribute to it by crafting a prayer for our world together. Let's put our creativity to work and listen to the Spirit. It's inviting us to dream and to work together. We'll start with some silence, in which we'll reflect on the dreams and hopes we each have for the world. What is your prayer? What is your hope? What is your dream? Is it for peace or justice? Is it an end to poverty or racism or gun violence? Is it a dream of the planet healing? Or maybe this is a time in your life when you need to create a prayer for yourself or for someone you love. What is that prayer for you or for them? Let's take some time now in silence together to reflect on our own prayers. All right. Now let's create our prayer together. You've got a ribbon and a writing utensil, right? Okay. Take and write word or phrase on your ribbon, or you can merely hold it and think of the intention you have. And when you're ready, then go to the prayer window at the back of the sanctuary and tie it to the window. If you're not able to do so, please ask someone to help. If you'd also like to, you can take this ribbon with you to remind you of this hope or dream or prayer you have for the world. If you're on Zoom, please use the chat box to share your word or phrase, and we'll write it on a ribbon and add it to the prayer window for you. You can also do this after the service. Take it and think about it and bring it back, and it'll be there for a while. So this ritual of prayer and dreaming and hoping will continue. And as we create our shared prayer together, Katie will be singing the song, The Prayer, inviting us to let what we do together be a prayer. So let's get busy.
I pray you'll be our eyes and watch us where we go and help us to be wise in times when we don't know.
May it be so, and together may we make this so. One of the ways we can express our creativity and make things happen is by sharing what we have, our time, our energy, our wisdom, our financial resources. We thrive because each of you so generously shares what you have. Thank you. To help others in our community thrive, which is an act of creativity also, we give to agencies and organizations in Kent and beyond that serve those in need. May's special offering is for the Minister's Discretionary Fund. This fund provides financial help for members and friends of the congregation and people in the community as needs and emergencies arise. This year, these funds have provided food and gas for people, emergency hotel accommodations, medicines, utilities, and many other needs. In the spirit of gratitude for each other and this community, and the spirit that makes our generosity possible, let's give and receive the offering as a sign of our shared commitment to the life and work of this congregation and beyond. Will the ushers please receive the offering?
Blessed be is a phrase of greeting and well-wishing common in neo-pagan or Wiccan spiritual communities. And namaste is a greeting in the sacred language of Sanskrit. It may be translated as the divine in me sees or honors the divine in you. This song brings East and West together in prayerful song, and you're going to help sing it. All you need to sing is Blessed Be, Namaste, and we'll practice it like this. Blessed be, Namaste. Blessed be, Namaste. Okay, try it. Blessed be, Namaste. Blessed be, Namaste. Good. I'll cue you. Okay, here we go. Blessed be, Namaste. Blessed be, Namaste. May intentions for tomorrow hold you gently in today. Blessed be, Namaste. Blessed be, Namaste. Blessed be, Namaste. May the sweet winds, like lovers' hands, caress you on your way. Blessed be, Namaste. Blessed be, Namaste. Blessed be, Namaste. May the songs of the wise ones teach your heart to say, Blessed be, Namaste. Blessed be, Namaste. Blessed be, Namaste. May the brilliance of the sun touch you ray by sweeping ray. Blessed be, Namaste. Blessed be, Namaste. Blessed be, Namaste. Blessed be, Namaste.
In this spirit of blessing, let's bring our service to its close and prepare to take our creativity and our love out into the world. Now, would you join me in the words for extinguishing the chalice? We extinguish this flame, but not the light of truth, the warmth of community, or the fire of commitment. May we carry these in our hearts and minds until we're together again. Next week, we will have our annual flower ceremony. We celebrate the 100th anniversary of this ceremony. Please join us and bring fresh flowers to share during the service. We offer you this blessing of creativity by the Reverend Barbara Wells.
May you find the deep peace of creation flowing in your spirit.
May your senses awake to the creative spark that lives in you.
May you walk in beauty and seek to create beauty wherever you go.
May you take the risk of discovering the divine within you and around you.
And may the Spirit of life bless you with courage and hope as you live creatively with others by your side.
And now, blessed by our time together, trusting our dreams to inspire us in the work of creativity, and knowing that we are all members of the finite and the infinite, let us go forth with hope and joy as we continue inspiring love, seeking justice, and growing together in community. May it be so. Blessed be. Amen. And I see love's creative light in you.